Okay, I'm back. hopefully, hopefully you guys can see and hear me. I know it's not perfect. I see that I have double me going on here. That's crazy. But I just added the camera. I just added the camera really quick, so I apologize if you get me in stereo here with double photos. But I'm going to transition down. I think my overhead camera, I reinstalled it. So yeah, so we're just going to jump right in. Yeah, technology really is a pain sometimes. I completely agree. And I don't know why my overhead camera isn't working, but I don't know. So where we left off, I wanted to share with you the little book that I made with the kit that I just released. And this is the little book that I just listed in the shop. If anybody's interested in it, I thought we could just do a quick run through of it because I did finish it. So I ended up putting a little tag here, and then we decorated some of this. We decorated some of this in the live, but I wanted to share with you. Excuse me. I have a couple of labels here in this little pocket. And then it's just a really cute little book. It came out really, really cute with all the images. And all these images that I'm showing you here are in the kits that I just released. Just a really cute little kit. I have another pocket here with a few labels. And then another pocket right here. So this is what we made. Hey, Tina. This is what we made with the the packets that I just released. And this is in the shop if anybody is interested. And I'm just reading the notes here. So yeah, this kit came out really cute. And I have another kit that I'm going to be releasing, but I wanted to also just give you a heads up. I have one of my Sears and Roebuck catalogs. I have this one for sale. I have two of these, and I'm getting rid of this one. So this one is over in the Wix shop. If anybody is interested, it is for sale. And then I also have this 1902 one. This is water damage, so I'm just selling pages out of this in sets of 10. So if you want maybe not to commit to the whole book, but you want some pages, you can get just some pages. So if you're interested in some of these old vintage books or just the pages, go over to the Wix shop, and I have these listed along with this little book here. All right, so let's get into what we're doing today. Sorry, I was checking something. Let's get into what we're doing today. So I have a kit coming out called Botanical Spring or something like that. Spring something. And these pages here are actually in a kit that I've already had in the shop. That's also in the Ko-fi shop right now. So I'm going to be playing with these spring papers. And then the new kit has this style here. So it's like a Naturalist kit. And then I also created, this is the kit coming out on Friday. I also created some more images. So it's like bird watching images, just really, really cute. So these are the little images that are part of the kit. I'm really getting into my little characters that I'm creating in the kits. There's another one. Let's see. So there's several little characters in the kit. And here's some of the paper that's in the kit as well. What else do I have here? It's all over my desk because I've really been playing with the stuff. And then there's more to the kit, of course, but these are what we're going to play with today. But I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of the kit coming out on Friday. But if you want to play early, these are already in the Ko-fi shop, so these are available now. And there's more. I think there's like 6 pages. I can't remember exactly, but there's a whole slew of some spring pages. Yeah, I wanted to get a spring kit out for you guys. So that's why I put this together. And then I know some of you, yeah, the paper dolls are so fun, Kim. some of you were asking about uh, like a kit, like a 4th of July kit. Look at these little characters. I am putting together an Americana kit. So here's the little characters for that kit. It's going to come out later, probably in a couple months. But I just wanted to share with you and tell you that I am making some of these. And what else do I have? I've got to test all my kits. That's why I've got all this paper all over the place. And then some little postage stamps. So that's what I'm working on. I told you I'd give you some sneak peeks of what's to come. So I've got an Americana kit coming. And then I also have another industrial kit coming. So let's see if I can share with you some of these. These are all over my desk. So here's part of the industrial kit that's coming your way. It's got some machine labels. So yeah, so lots in the works. So if you're not part of my Ko-fi membership, you're going to be missing out. But you can still get these over in the Ko-fi shop. So yeah, so lots and lots of fun items coming your way. And Kim, I do have an Alaska kit I'm working on, which is turning out very cute. So that will be coming out as well. All right, so I promised postage stamps today, so that's what we're going to be working on. The postage stamps that I've been making, I've been working with my Robin scissors, and these are them here. And I've already created this is all my stamps. I've already created a few stamps, so let me show you what we're going to be making here. Let's see. So we're going to be making things like this. So I've got little bits and bobs in here, and we're going to be making our own little postage stamps. Now these numbers here come from the time clock, the die from Tim Holtz, and these are the little numbers that I'm using, but it's from that pocket watch die set. So let me just get out some of these samplers. Maybe it wasn't such a great idea to put all of these in here. But this is what Robin had got me a little while ago. And I use these now for my postage stamps. So the way that these work, they're really pretty fun. You can just cut them and then they give you that perforation from a stamp. So if you have stamped images, which you're going to be getting in some of my kits. I think you're going to get some in this botanical kit coming up. But these are the Americana stamps that are going to be in the Americana kit. They also have stamps. But I just wanted to show you how these kind of work. So you can use them on regular digital stamp sets, or you can create your own, which is what we're going to be doing today. All right, so let's get started. So the way that I create my stamps, I have this punch, and you just want a square punch. It doesn't have to be 1 3/8, but that's what I'm doing. And the way that I did it is just any type of background. So as you can see here, this was just loose paper I had. I just punched out some squares. So your background could be anything of the designer fashion. But what I like about this kit here, let me show you. See, it already has the number on it, like 5 cents. So you can, let's see if we can figure this out. You can actually punch it to already look like a stamp, if you don't have all the little bits and bobs that we're going to be using. I'm not sure where Robin got the scissors. Maybe she can share. Alright, so let me just trim this down a bit so it will punch easy. Alright, so now that I've trimmed down the paper, and again, this is part of the kit coming out on Friday, you can use your square punch to punch your square. So I want to include the 5 cents. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. And these stamps are big enough where I can actually stamp a couple, or punch a couple, right? So there's that one. And then let's do this one right here. I want to make sure I get the 2 cents in there. Okay. Alright. And we'll do 2 more here. So here's the 3 cents. Alright. Get the word spring in there. Alright, so these are going to be my postage stamps. So now that I have, let's mix this off a little bit. Now that I have my stamps stamped, now we can create the background. Now for these, I just use regular craft cardstock, but I think for these I want more of a floral design, I think, so I'm going to use this, and this of course is one of my Tim Holtz papers, and I actually use that for the background on that one, so I cut some squares out of that as well. But you can use designer paper, you can use clear paper like I did on the craft for the background. I mean, whatever works for you. But really, you can create these postage stamps with any scrap, right? So like I have this sitting on my desk, and let's bring this down a little bit. I have this sitting on my desk, and when I go to punch it, even if it doesn't fit exactly, I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact size. It could be a little bit smaller. So I punched this, right? And then I'll just come in and I'll just trim off that black. Just like that. And then that could be another background. So you see, it doesn't necessarily have to, it could just be anything is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so once you have your main image, I guess, punched, right? I'm just adding some scorched timber. I've been kind of obsessed with scorched timber recently. I don't know why. And I know I did that last week as well. So, alright. So what I was saying earlier, before I got my camera froze, is as you guys know, I am transitioning all my digitals to Ko-fi, which is a free platform for me. It will be, and I don't know if you've noticed that I'm listing my kits for a lot cheaper now because I don't have to worry about paying that annual Wix fee. My Wix shop is going to shut down at the end of this year. So we have plenty of time to transition everybody, but I just want to tell you it is going away because of the cost of it. So all of my new digitals will be over on Ko-fi as well as my old ones. I'm revamping some of the older kits as well. If you want to be part of the membership, Backstage Pass is an exclusive membership for people that have been loyal to me, I guess is the good word, for over a year as part of the support of my Backstage Pass program. So if you have been with me on the Backstage Pass for a year, you got an invitation to join the Ko-fi Backstage Pass for $5 a month. And you still have access to all the digitals in the background. But if you have not been part of my Backstage Pass program, you can still become a member as a creative member, which gives you access to some of the digitals that are part of in the membership tab, and those are going to be switched out every month. So you're going to get new images every month, and then after a year, then you will be invited to the Backstage Pass membership, which will give you access to all of my digitals just by clicking as a download. So there are privileges based on your loyalty to me, and that's me giving you new kits. So I hope that makes sense. So even if you haven't been part of the Backstage Pass membership, you can still join. And then once you've been in the creative membership for a year, I'll invite you to the Backstage Pass. Now, if you join as a creative member and purchase, a certain amount, I haven't figured out that certain amount, but if I see that you're loyal and you're spending in my shop, then you may get the invitation earlier than the year. So the more you spend, the more chances of being invited to the Backstage Pass, which gives you the ability to download the digitals as part of your membership. Hopefully that makes sense. So I want to reward your loyalty to me, and that's why I went to the $5 a month. I think it'll be a lot easier. I'm hoping more people will join the membership because it won't be such a strain. But I can't just offer the $5 membership to everybody, because unfortunately there's some naughty people out there that will pay $5 and download everything and then quit being a member, which I don't think is very nice, but it would happen. So that's kind of why I'm doing it the way I'm doing. I hope that makes sense to everybody. All right, so as you can see, these scissors are pretty cool, right? Look at how great they capture. And by using that background, got that 3 cents here. Now this one, I'll have to use some of these. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put, I don't have the cents on it, but that's okay, right? I can just put a number. So let's make this 1 cent. I need my tweezers, but I don't have them handy. I don't have my tweezers handy. Let's see. All right. Let's see with that little die. That is from the time clock, Tim's time clock die set. That's where I got the numbers from. Alright, so there's the numbers. So if you don't punch out the one that has the 3 cents, then this one you can use the little die for the numbers as well. So yeah, so that's how I make my postage stamps. Pretty easy. Nothing too crazy, right? And you can do, like I said, with any size of a square. And then just, cut the background. After you glue down your square, just cut your background, and there you have it. All right. So let's put another number on this one. Let's put 8. Let's put it down here. And if you have tweezers, that probably would be a lot easier than your little fingers. Alright, so that's good. So what do you guys think? Pretty easy, right? Now, if you want to decorate, which is what I did on my original ones, I have some small ephemera pieces from my Tim Holtz collection, of course, that some of these are bigger, but I've got some smaller pieces in here too that would work well. So let me see what I can find here. I could put a bee. That would be cute, right? So let's put the bee. So I'm just gonna glue down this little bee here. Cute. And any of the small pieces of his ephemera would work. I mean, look at that little hand right there. I think I'll put that on this. So any small pieces would work, and these become really cute to decorate, your cards or your journals. They're just more ephemera. So essentially what you're doing is you're just creating more ephemera pieces is what you're doing. Now, if you don't have, the Tim Holtz, if you haven't been a Tim Holtz obsessor, like many of us out there, the kit that I'm going to be showing you on Friday, or sharing with you on Friday, has some great images. I also wanted to share with you these little squares that Tim introduced a while ago. I made a postage stamp with it, but I thought it was too big, so I actually trimmed it down, and it's a little bit of a trick, but those squares that he has in his collection, you can easily, trim those down to the size that we're working with. And that was how I got some of these backgrounds. Some of these are already collaged, which is great. So you just have to, trim it down a bit, not too much, just a bit. All right. So the other thing I wanted to show you, if you don't have all these little bits and bobs from Tim Holtz, I have a few. So, I have another bug here I could use. Let's see, I've got some mushrooms. Let's see what else. What else do we have in our little crafty arsenal here? Even this from my digital kits, I have some of these mini invoices. Let's see here. That would work great as well. So there's another background, right? And then I can come down here and let's see if we can punch another one down here. Yeah, there we go. And then if you wanted to make small ones, remember I just said they don't have to all be the same size. You've got a couple squares here, so if we just trimmed this and this, look, you can make a smaller one, right? You can do the same thing with here on this one. So here, maybe straighten it up. It's better to have it straight. I guess I could do it on this line. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then here, and then there's another one. So you're just looking to make a square, essentially, is what you're doing. All right, so then you want to just find all your little, all your little pieces that will work. Little butterfly. It's a butterfly. But you get what I'm talking about, right? You get what I'm throwing down? All these little pieces here. All right, so I'm just grabbing some of these so we can make some more. Okay, all right, so I think that's a good start. All right, so if you don't have all these little Tim Holtz bits and bobs in the kit, you're going to get some small images. So some butterflies. So if you wanted to, you could actually fussy cut some of these to go on your postage stamps. So let's do that. So, if you don't have butterflies and you want to create some spring postage stamps, then you can just fussy cut. So let me just show you. And I like it because the paper is perfectly sized to work with these little postage stamps. I'm not sure how I got it to work out. I think it just worked out that way. Oh, see, I almost cut off his little antler there. Is that antler? It's not an antler, right? What is it? Is it an antler? I think antler? That's not right. Antenna? That's not right either. What is the little thing on the butterfly head called? these little things right here. All right, so now that we have the butterfly, let's see. We can, if you don't want to cover that pretty bird there, let's just create our own. So let's see. Is that? Should we do that? Yeah, we'll do this one. So I've got this little butterfly here. Got these little bits and bobs. Antennas? Yeah, that sounds right to me too. Let's do a bigger one though. Okay, so here's this. Okay. And then let's see. Where's my butterfly? Okay, just like that. And then, like I said, you can go right on to just regular craft paper if you want. It doesn't have to be your pretty designer paper, but if you have, if you have extra hanging around, why not? All right, now if you want to do some stamping, which of course we always do, right? I have these little sets. I don't remember which ones are still in the shop, but I have some of these little stamp sets still in the shop, but I know many of you have bought some of these. The stamp set I was using was this one right here, because it has some of these really cute little small stamps. So let's choose one. Okay. So it doesn't, these little stamps don't take much. I mean, look how small they are. But I love them because they are perfect for your smalls. Look at that. Established 1852. And it just works perfectly. Now, I should not just leave that laying there because it probably is going to get lost. So hopefully it won't. The other stamp set that I pulled out was this one. And this is one of my favorites, Melody. I know it's one of yours too. The Kathy Holden. And I love this stamp here. It says postal on it. And I really like it. Let's see. To get my little craft tray here. And then I'm just going to use some Barn Door archival ink. So if you wanted to, you can put little cancel marks on it, right? Let's just do it right there. Just like that. Super, super cute. Alright, so let's put that aside. And then, where are my robin scissors? Robin scissors. There they are. Alright. And then just cut away. Robin, through the years, has been very generous to me with little gifts here and there. And I try to put little surprises in her packages that she buys because I'm very appreciative of her and her friendship to me. So Robin has been very special to me. Lord's is another one that has been very generous as well, so I truly appreciate you guys. Alright, so there you go. There is one of the stamps. Super, super easy. And then just grunge it up to the best of your ability. All right, so there you go. So that's my, oh, we gotta put a cent on it. Let's put 2 cents. So that's how I make postage stamps, you guys. Do you all have any questions before we make a card? Because we are gonna make a card. I haven't made a card in a while, so I decided we're gonna do that today. Oops. Ah. See if we can get that to stick. It's my 2 cents. There we go. Excellent. There we go. Cute, right? Very cute. All right, so let's make a card. I have a background that I already cut out using my dies. And then I have some of this embossing glaze that I haven't used in a while, so I thought today was the day. Maybe we'll make a few cards, you guys, if y'all are up to it. I don't know if you guys like to make cards or not, but I sure do. So we're gonna make some cards. Okay, let me think. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Trying to decide how I'm going to get this embossing powder to stick on this. I think I'm going to get my hands dirty here. And I'm just going to put some of this on the edge. I'm making this up as I go along, guys, so let's hope it works. And then, let me see. I want to have this grunge on the edge, but I want it to be, you know, the turquoise. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Let's just see if it works. Yeah, pretty good, right? All right. Really, if I had a little brush, that would be perfect, but I don't have one handy. I wonder if I could just kind of go, oh, no, let's not do that. Let's just do that. And then we're going to heat emboss it. So, oops, uh-oh, that's not good. A little drippage there. Is it? I'm just kind of making this up as I go along, guys. That's part of the fun of creating and crafting, though, right? It's just playing. All right, so let's just do that. We'll see how it looks in just a minute. You know, if we hate it, we just throw it away and start over, right? All right. So let me... I was going to put this on this. I guess that doesn't really go on that, does it? I'm using my Mod Podge Antique Matte, but anything wet would work. I just wanted it to be a little sticky. I was going to initially just spray the water, but I didn't want it to get too moist, so I just used my Mod Podge. And then let me put this away, and then we will heat emboss it. All right. There we go. Okay. That goes there. And then let's heat emboss this, you guys. Okay, I guess that's pretty good. So now that I have that, I'm going to add some of my scorched timber, because while I like the turquoise, of course, you know, I like, see, that didn't dry completely. I want it to still have that grungy brown, so let's just add some of this on top of that. Why? I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm making it up as I go along, so let's see how it turns out. Okay. Alright. It's pretty good. Pretty good, I think. Alright, let's see. Now, I know I want to mat it. I think that's what I want to do. We'll see. I don't want to glue it down yet. I think that's what I want to do, but I'm not sure. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to use one of those cute little characters from the new kit. So let's see what we can do here. Isn't she sweet? Look how sweet she is. And then, let me see. Hold on. So I was going through my stencils the other day, and I found this cloud one that I haven't used in ages. So let's try to put some clouds in the background, I guess. Hopefully this won't be a total failure. Let's see what we can do. Something really light, probably, right? Like maybe tumbled glass. The square decorative stamps, I'm sure I do. I know I made some Melody, but I'm not sure. Okay, so let me think. How do I want to do this? I don't know. Just do it, Monica. All right, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens here. Does that look like a cloud? Probably not, right? Does it need to... Am I screwing it up? That doesn't really look like a cloud, does it? Well, should I just commit? And let's see what happens here. I don't know if that really looks like a cloud or not, but I'm going with it. That's fine. Alright, so that's my background. It's a little crazy, but maybe once I put my... If I would practice on it, I'm sure I could do better, but I don't have time for practice. Alright, so that's going to go there. And then, let me think. Maybe... I've got to use our postage stamps, right? Maybe a little postage stamp. with a butterfly maybe. Let me see. Where are those butterflies I cut out? Let's see. Cut out another butterfly, right? Upside down. Okay, we're going to try that again. So upside down to make puffy clouds. Like this. Like I said, I haven't used this stencil in a long time. But, let me see. I think I'm making it worse. Oh gosh. Alright, that's alright. Too funny. But you know what? I like these dots though. Let's just put some of these dots down here. For the background. Alright, I need to practice with that I need to practice with that cloud. I'm sure it probably is really pretty. I'll have to practice. Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll try again. Alright, so focus, Monica. Let's put this little girl here. She's very cute. This is one of my little characters from my kit coming out on Friday. You'll have to wait, but it will be available in the Ko-fi shop on Friday for y'all. Let's do this. Cute. Just do that little postage stamp right there, right? Cute. And then I was cutting out a butterfly before I got distracted by my clouds. My sad clouds, you guys. My sad little clouds. See, I don't practice enough anymore. Most of my crafting, y'all, mostly is done with you guys on Sunday. I don't craft a lot anymore. Just because I have other things going on now. You know, I've got my sourdough going on, and I've been actually doing more cooking, trying out new recipes. I'm trying to expand my horizons and do more than crafting. When I was in Prescott, I spent too much time in my craft room and not enough time doing other things. So I told myself I would try to do more, you know, a variety of things. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. All right, let's see if maybe we can find some little stamps to work here. This isn't really little. What is it? Special delivery? Oh, that might be kind of cute. But I've already put her. I think this is too big for that. Let me see. What does this say? That's kind of cute. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. So again, just working with these small stamps. I think I'll stamp it with a color. Let's put the blue. I'm just playing, right? I mean, that's what this is all about. Never so much time in a craft room. Yeah, but it was taking me away from my husband, if that sounds crazy. We just weren't spending a lot of time together because I had so much time in the craft room. So that's really why, Robin, I decided to kind of cut down a little bit. Oh, I love that stamp. Just because you know, we weren't spending very much time together because I was crafting so much. So that's why I made some changes. So, but it looks like I do need to practice on my clouds because my clouds are very sad. I admit it. Very sad clouds, Monica. Oh boy. I want to put another butterfly, I think. Let's do this one right here. So this is a good way to get a variety of butterflies off of this set coming. Really, really pretty. And even though it's pastel, I know, Robin, you're probably shocked that I'm working with pastel colors. You could still create that vintage vibe using pastel colors. You can still make it grungy. Trying to get your husband to craft with you? How's that going, Kim? Alright, yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's put, I guess let's put this one here. That's too close. We'll put this one right here, I guess. Just put that right there. Right. Kind of want the butterfly to be behind her. Let's see if we can make that adjustment. Yeah, that looks good. What do you guys think? What else do we have to decorate the background? Maybe we'll put like a little number here. Alright, so I don't lose these stamps because I will. Let's put them away. These little buggers like to get lost. So we're going to be responsible and put them back in their container. And then we're going to move on to another set. I love small stamps. I really do, but boy, they get lost very easily. Oh, man. All right. Come on, Monica. So let's see what else I've got here. Oh, I like this. Let's do this one. Style. And we'll do that blue again. Where did that go? Did I put it away? That wasn't the one I used. Was it? Maybe it was. I didn't think I used prize ribbon, but we're using prize ribbon. I didn't think I used it. But this is going to go right here. Cute, right? I like it. I like it. And let's see if I have a small piece of ephemera I can use. Oh, I know what I should do. I'll do a little cancel mark. That's what I'll do. And see, I've already lost it. Because I failed to put it away when I was done with it. Okay, that goes there. 143 goes there. Ay, Monica. Oh, there it is. See, I can't just throw it around because then I can't find it. All right. And I'll do this. Right. Let's make sure it's right side up. Male. Okay. And we'll do a little cancel mark right here. Cute. Alright. I think, what is that goes right there. That goes there. Now I don't know where I don't know where this number is though. This 57213. Yeah, it's missing in action. So I'll have to be real careful when I look for it. Typically, when I pull these out, sometimes the stamps stick to the inside, but I don't see it. So I'm not gonna sweat it. I'll find it hopefully. Well, let's put those in there so I don't lose any more. Okay. I'm rambling. So let's just put little corners here on this. All right. Cute. Okay. And these cards, what I've been doing with these cards is I've been sticking them in, when people buy things, I've been sticking them in the packages. So at least I have someone to give these to. Alright, there. So I'll put this on a card, and that'll be perfect. Cute, huh? Super cute. Nice little spring card. Alright, let's make another one. Are you guys up for another one? Is that a yes? Maybe? Maybe not? I want to use some of this beautiful paper. So I thought maybe we could do something with that. Let's see. I think I'll go with the white. Okay. So let's make this. Let's make this. We'll frame it so. So for you backstage pass holders, if you've never downloaded this kit, it's the English Florals kit, and it is in the Ko-fi shop right now, so be sure to check it out, because these are really great background papers for spring. So this matches pretty well. It's really pretty. Let's put some some color on the edges, because that's what I do. Alright. Whoops! Wow, that was loud. Alright. I'll glue that down. Good. Now let's use, should we use another little character? Or should we, maybe we'll put, I don't know, let's use this, because I do want to have butterflies in there, but maybe we can just use it like a panel. Let me see what I can, let's see what this girl can come up with here. Something like that, and then I'll cut that. Like I said, I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Let me ask you guys, when you're making cards, do you just kind of randomly make things up as you go along, or do you have a plan? I used to have plans, you guys, but recently I just kind of run with I just kind of go with it. Is that crazy? Do you guys do that? I don't know. But sometimes I just like to pull things off of my desk and say, oh, what can I do with this? What can I do with that? But I definitely need to practice with that cloud. My clouds are so sad. Oh my gosh, how sad. My poor little clouds. Okay, we're gonna have a cloud lesson. After I finish this card, I'm gonna go back to those clouds because it's kind of bothering me. Random, yeah. So you don't necessarily have a plan. I think it's kind of more fun that way because it just kind of builds as you go along. You're like, oh, let's try this, let's try that. I know a lot of the fancy schmancy designers out there have plans, right? Because they are promoting new releases and whatnot. But I'm not what's the word? I'm not promoting. That's the word. I'm not promoting nothing. Well, I guess my kit, right? But you guys, as backstage pass holders, you don't have to buy it. You're a member already, so you're good to go. Alright, so I'm just showing you what you can do with it. Most of the time, ideas. Yeah, Kim, I used to be more like that. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'll have a plan, but I just kind of go with it. I don't think anything's wrong in crafting, so it can't really be wrong. So let's put that there, right? Okay. You following me? You following what I'm laying down here? Gosh. Let's see what I have here. Oh, she's pretty. She's very pretty. Maybe do something like that. And then I kind of want to, I don't want to cover that up though. It's so pretty. Let's see, what do I have here? Special delivery. Nah. Oh, maybe I'll just use a regular stamp. I kind of need something there, right? The theme and the colors, maybe we need to go back to that then. Alright, so, well, maybe I'll just put like a floating butterfly. See, I haven't glued this down yet, so I might be able to get away with putting some butterflies on that background paper, because it's wide enough. So yeah, the English floral paper is you've got some darker colors. It's all floral, but you've got darker backgrounds and lighter ones. I chose the two lightest ones. But yeah, they've got some really great backgrounds in that kit. I hope you guys play with it. It hasn't gotten enough love, I don't think. I think people forget about. There's so many kits out there, right? And that's why I'm trying to make sure I start sharing more, maybe we'll do that, of the kits, because there's some really great ones out there. Let's see. That kind of matches, right? Maybe I'll just put that one right there. Should I put a label though? Let me think. Let me see what I got here. I kind of feel like I need something. Don't know what, but I need something. Something. Insurance. Insured mail. I don't need that. uh, let me maybe just a number. I know numbers work well, right? Am I just trying too hard to add something that I don't need to? Maybe I don't. Yeah, Melody, your cards are always beautiful. Alright. I think my favorite card that I've ever gotten was my Max card. And Melody, I think you made that for me. With the little pocket watch. So cute. Alright. I'm going to just put this little butterfly right here. She kind of matches. Right? The little dress. It's cute. I have some funny words here. Let me see if I can grab them. Snarky small talk. Maybe we can find a snarky. Let's see. I wish more people were fluent in silence. When in doubt, vacation. Frank, sorry, don't judge me. Shh, no one cares. Oh, you know what? I brought out some. Obviously, I didn't find anything I liked in there, but I did bring out some labels that I thought would be good for these colors. If I could find it. Ah, there it is. On this messy desk. Look at. So these would match, I think, perfectly. Let's see. Passion. You and me, yours. Love, wonder. Let's do wonder. Why not? Okay. Let's see. So we'll just put wonder, like right here. And then, oh, let's just put another one too. Let's just put delight. Wonder and delight. I like that. The delight's gonna go like this, though. Alright, so there it is, you guys. So there's card number 2. So, yeah, just playing with my new spring kit. It's going to come out on Friday. I want to try those clouds again. Can you guys hang out for just a few minutes more? If not, I understand, but I'm going to try those clouds in because it really was an epic fail. So, let's see. How can I, do I need to maybe do this whole thing? Trying to figure out what I did wrong. So, let's get some ink on this. First of all, I hope I'm using the right kind of brush, right? And then, I think, see, it's moving on me. Okay, let's just hold that down. I'm just doing really light. gosh, that does not look like clouds to me, y'all. Okay. Let's do this down here. See, so sad. These are like the saddest clouds I've ever seen. I won't be keeping this. Maybe I'll try to find a video on this stencil. I don't even know where I got it, but these are the saddest clouds I've ever seen. Maybe, I'm gonna try again. Maybe just, maybe, it might be a little better. Oh gosh, I don't know. But I started a card, now I'm going to finish it. So we'll do one more, I guess. But they're very sad clouds. So you need to go down 2 inches and offset the next roll. 2 inches and offset the next roll. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to use a different brush. Let's see. Ink around the top portion. Okay. We're going to try it. Let me see. Okay. So ink around the top portion. So are we saying, you guys are giving me a lesson. Like this up here, ink around the top portion. Maybe I should be like that. I don't know. Don't go all the way up. Just do one shadow ink on the top of the cloud. Okay, let's see if it's putting the ink where the cloud is. So do it up here. Okay, so maybe let's see. Right here. See, it moves on me though. This is why I don't do scene cards. Like that. And then maybe where there's more plastic. Alright, so like right here maybe. Alright. Like that. Not great, but I guess that's a little better. I might have to practice a little bit more. Well, now we have to make a card, you guys. Alright. Okay, so I still think they're very sad clouds. No, let's not cut there. Let's cut here. Let's see, let's get another character here. Bird watcher. Let's see, what do I have here? Oh, look at this one. Maybe we should use this one. I don't have a fussy cut, but that would be cute, right? Let me see if I can cut this. Yeah, obviously I don't do clouds very well. It's really kind of sad. I hadn't planned on using this image, you guys, so apologies. But I have to cover up those sad clouds. It's a cute little image, though, the little girl with the butterfly net. And he's holding the sample box, the specimen box. Super cute, super cute. Okay, so remember, this kit is going to come out on Friday. And, you know, of course, I'll send my Friday newsletter, so I'll let you guys know when it's available in there. It might be available a day early. We'll see. Just depends on where I'm at next week. But it's a super, super cute kit. It's got all these little characters, and it's kind of like this, kind of like a, you know, butterfly catching theme a little bit. With all these pretty butterflies and some great pastel colors, but you still got that vintage, you know, kiss going on. So you still get that vintage flair. That's cute, right? And I have these stickers here. Hold on a second. I've got these stickers that I've been dying to try out. They're in the shop, but let me see. I know, Robin, you got these, but they might be kind of cute for background. Let me see. So they're clear, right? So when you stick them down, they're going to look clear in the background. Ooh, this has some color. Let's try that. It's got a little bit of blue color. Maybe that one. What's this? It's got numbers. I think these would look great on, you know, on white cardstock. Thanks, Melody. I don't think my clouds look that great, but I appreciate your vote of confidence there. Oh, there's some more blue. I kind of want to get some blue in here. Still lonely. Let's try this. All right. So this is just a new sticker set that I just put in the shop, and you'll see what they look like in the Wix shop. That's where they're at. And I saw these, and I love stickers that create that clear background. So let's figure, this is gonna go here, and then maybe something like this. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along here. Let's see. That. Oh, I think that's going to cover though. Yeah. And then maybe a little splat down here. I just want to create some interest on the background. That's what I'm doing. You might be thinking, what the heck is this girl doing? But I'm just creating some background is what I'm doing. Yeah, let's just go with this. Oh, maybe some splatter. Trying to stick with some of these blues that I have here because I like the combination of the blue. I'll just go with that. We'll keep that with the white space. I'll put like a little label or something there. The clouds look good. You guys are so nice. Thank you. I think they're kind of sad myself, but I think if I practice a little bit, maybe. Because I think clouds are great with these images, but alas, I'm not very good at them. Okay. That needs to be cut off. I think these little sticker backgrounds would be great for clusters as well. Just because of the background, they're really cute. But yeah, just to create some interest, right? Okay, let me see if I can straighten this up a little bit. There we go. And then let's see. Oh, I can use some stamping here. All right, let's do some stamping. Let's see what I got. Let's see. Oh, maybe letter number 15. Maybe we should put like a postage stamp. Do we have any of those? Let's see. A little too big. But we can put some butterflies. Let's cut out another butterfly. Walk away and relook. I will, because to me they look really sad. But I figured, you know, with the images covering them. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm not going to be critical of myself. It's paper, it's crafting. It doesn't, what have I said? It doesn't have to be perfect, right? I can always cover it up. Alright, so put a little butterfly. It's kind of a big butterfly, but I'll just do that. Cover some of those clouds up with my butterflies. Alright, that's good. And then I do want to put a stamp down here. I'm trying to figure out which one to do. Let's see. I've got all these little ones here. Just, let's see. Catalog. Oh, maybe I'll do catalog. Or identification would be good too. Let's see. Oh, it's like, where did the word catalog go? There it is. All right. It's only paper. I know. That's why I need to stop fussing about it, you guys, because it is only paper. And I mean, honestly, I guess because their background, it doesn't look too terrible. It definitely doesn't look great, but it doesn't look too terrible. That's where I'm at right now. It doesn't look too terrible. It doesn't look good, but it doesn't look too terrible. Okay, so catalog. And then I think I'm going to put a number. Let's see. Let's just pick a number here, right? And then let's just put a little number right there. Oh, poop. Can I save it? Oh, wow. I should have stuck with the original one that wasn't completely stamped. Now it's bothering me. So I'm going to cut one of my tags here. Where is my oh, you know what? I should have used this clay. You and me. That'll cover up that terrible terrible stamping. Yes, I did. It needs to be upside down. You and me. Ah, that's a save. I still want to use the word catalog, though. I like the word catalog for this card. I don't know why, I just do. We'll put it right here. Catalog. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that word, but we're going to use it. And I'll put it away so I don't lose it. I love these little stamps. They're so fun. Alright, and I guess that's about it, right? Let's, should we round the corners? Yeah. So I have so many more items in this kit, you guys. It's a really cute one. So hopefully I've just given you a little sampling of the new kit that's going to come out. It'll come out on Friday. So you guys should be on my mailing list, right? If you're not, shame on you. It should come out in my Friday freebie email that I send you guys, telling you that the new kit is in the shop. If you don't get my email, just check the Ko-fi shop on Friday, because like I said, that's when it's going to come out. It gives me a chance to, get the bundle together and get it listed and all that good stuff. And then next week, I don't know. I have a really cute spring market kit that I've been working on. I have an Alaska kit that I've been working on. The Americana kit won't come out yet. It's too early for that. But soon. What else do I have? I have some great kits out there. So yeah, well, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do next week. And maybe I'll give you guys a sneak peek on my Instagram. Um, so hopefully you guys follow me there. But yeah, that's the new kit. Super cute. Lots of spring images. You can create little stamps, like we did earlier. You can create cards. It's just a really fun kit. So that's all I've got today. I think it's enough between me and my clouds. My sad, sad clouds. Remember, I have those Sears catalogs in the shop. So if you want the full catalog, I have one that I'm selling. Otherwise, if you just want some pages, I'm selling them in sets of 10. So that's plenty of to be able to play with. Great images, lots of fun, and I think you'll enjoy them. All right, y'all, that's all I've got. I hope you have a great week, and hopefully I can get my camera situation figured out. We'll talk to you later. Bye.